Windsor Park.
Pleased with 3 points. We started the game really well on the front foot, got a couple of good goals, and then we probably took our eye off a little bit. Our performance wasn't sort of to the wanted standard or required standard, but I'm still understanding of, and sometimes you got to be a little bit respectful to the opposition and Stuart and his players. They managed the game well, they stayed in the game well, they got together. We've seen it over the years at Windsor when you're 2-0 down after the first period in the game, that teams could quite easily capitulate. They didn't, they stuck at it. So again, without me sounding too negative in our performance, sometimes you got to give credit to the opposition. They stayed organised, and they didn't give up too many chances. We're always a little bit greedy at times, and certainly I am. You always want them to go on and win 3, 4, 5, but it never looked likely in the second half. We let them back in the game. We had a poor goal, and then there was a couple of minutes of jitterness. I thought we looked a little bit edgy, but we resettled. The experienced players on the pitch resettled the team, and we got the third goal to go and kill the game.
As you say, Carrick deserve a lot of respect. They won against us down there, so when they got that goal near the end, it did leave it a bit nervy at the end.
Yeah, it does. No matter what opposition you play, and if teams are still in the game with 10 minutes to go, they always believe that they can get something out of the game. But we managed the game pretty well, and again Robbie got a key goal for us. I thought his work rate was good again today, and he probably deserved his goal in the end.
It keeps the unbeaten run going. I think that's 10 games now since Lauren beat us here. It's all about momentum. It's all about keeping that confidence going, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about building. We're slowly building at the minute. I wouldn't say we're building anything too quickly at the minute, but again, the players are, they've worked hard over the last number of weeks to get ourselves back in to the title race. There's still a lot of games and a lot of points to be played for. We're slowly chipping away. I'm always wary of being too critical on the players, because again they've worked so hard, even though our performances haven't been what we wanted. But they're sticking in there. They're working hard. We're continuing to work hard. We've got ourselves on a run. We played a lot of tough games over the last month. We have another number of 4 or 5 games left in December, and it's important that we keep emptying the tank. Come the new year, you always hope that you're going to be in the round, the top, which I think we will be. Hopefully we get a few players back in and around fit and available, which has been, obviously we've been short, and it's easy to see that we've been short on probably experienced players. But again, the players are digging out performances. Today's win was key. We knew some of the other teams in the round us were going head to head, and some of them were going to drop points. So it was key that we gathered our important 3 points tonight.
And pleasing to see Joel Cooper back in the team. Kyle McLean was back on the bench, so better light at the end of the tunnel.
A little bit of light. There's still a long way to go in terms of some of the others missing. But again, one thing it does do, it provides younger players, like it did last week, the opportunity to be in and around the squad. And again, young Liam coming on today, showing what a good young prospect and player and quality that he is. And we're going to need experienced players back, of course, but it's also important that we bring some of our younger players in, and they'll thrive in around the experienced players that we have in the dressing room.
A quick word about Ross Oliver, your deputy, pro licence finished in the last week or two. That deserves recognition, doesn't it?
Again, yes, and some people may not know Ross that well. I've known Ross for going on now probably too long, Ross would say. But again, Ross's work ethic, his energy, his hard work and desire to keep me on my toes, first and foremost. He's the first person to give me a jolt when I need it, if there's times when I'm feeling a little bit low. Again, he's key. He's been key to any success that I've had as a person. He works harder than anybody that I know, and I include myself in that, because again, he wants to learn, he wants to improve, and he's done that over the period of time. And I say that there's no better person to go and not only receive it, but to do it and keep improving his own individual coaching. It keeps me on my toes. As I say, I throw him out of the office every now and again for sending me podcasts that I don't want to read podcast or listen to. We got on well. in a relationship you need people. We have other key staff in and around, but again Ross has been here from day dot since sort of coming to the club, and he's been a huge part, an absolute huge part. And again, people see me as a manager, and I get the credit at times for being the manager. I get the flack at times, but again Ross has played a huge part in the success that I've had on a personal level, and this club have had over the 7 years we've been here.
And you and Ross and the rest of the staff now have to prepare for Glentoran League Cup semi-final at the Oval on Tuesday night. It would be great to win there and get to the League Cup final next year, wouldn't it? Yeah,
again, every time you play Glentoran, it's important. It's important that the players understand the importance of playing Glentoran and your rivals, you know, the big derby that you're going to play in. So it'd be nice. The league they've went over and above, and in terms of the calibre and the stature of the League Cup is sort of held in now. So we want to be involved in that. We'll need to be at our best on Tuesday night against a strong Glentoran team.
All the very best for Tuesday night, David.
Thanks, Andy.